Hello, I am Aviva Lee, reporting live in Jerusalem from room 552 for Israel 24/6 TV. Today is the 8th of March 2008, and just a few hours ago, Shabbat concluded here in Jerusalem. Welcome to this edition of Fact Not Commentary, summarizing the activities of the sovereign state of Israel this week against terrorists and terrorism. The statement from the official spokesperson for the Israel Defense Forces was sent to the press on March the 6th. There were continued military operations in Judea, Samaria, and the Jordan Valley this week against terrorists and their plots of terrorism. The intended site of the terrorist acts was the Israeli home front and the Judea and Samaria region. On the night of March the 5th, the IDF, ISA, and civil administration commenced a military action against the Hamas Islamic Charity Association in Hebron. The IDF spokesperson gave the following description of the Hamas-led organization, and I quote, "This association, which operates under the auspices of the Hamas terrorist infrastructure in Hebron, works to increase the support for the organization, to promote the doctrine of violent jihad against the, quote, Zionist enemy, to identify and enlist operatives, and to transfer finances for terrorist activity. The Hamas terrorist organization uses civilian infrastructure to disguise terrorist activity," end quote. The spokesperson for the IDF verified and substantiated reports that their personnel had confiscated certain assets of the group, which in fact served as financial resources for the remuneration of and pecuniary support of Hamas terrorist activity. And also, during the day of the 5th of March, an Israeli civilian was lightly injured when armed Arab gunmen opened fire at his vehicle near the Israeli community of Adora. When the injured Israeli arrived at the next Israeli checkpoint, he received initial medical attention and was then evacuated to a Jerusalem hospital. And during the demonstration this week in Hebron and Bethlehem, which turned violent, 3 Israeli civilians and 5 IDF soldiers were lightly injured. There was continued effort this week by armed Arab combatants to cause injury to Israeli soldiers charged with protecting the sovereign state of Israel and her citizens. During military procedures in the Judea and Samaria regions, IDF soldiers discovered 3 weapons and various ammunition, and more than 85 wanted Arab combatants were arrested by the Israel Defense Forces during those operations in Judea, Samaria, and the Jordan Valley. The official spokesperson for the Israel Defense Force repeated the often stated resolve of Israel's official policy, and I quote, "The IDF will continue to operate with all available means against terrorist organizations and their supporters, with emphasis on the Hamas terrorist organization, in order to prevent terrorist attacks and bestow security to the citizens of the State of Israel." And that concludes this update on some of the official military actions pursued this week by the sovereign state of Israel. I'm Aviva Lee, reporting live in Jerusalem from room 552 for Israel 24/6 TV. Thank you, and shalom.